welcome back to From Head to Curve, a plus size fashion and lifestyle community. So glad to be back with y'all today. I'm very excited about this video because, hunty, if this is your topic of interest, you about to like, ooh, your life about to be lit. I'm so excited for you. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. We would love for you to join our community. We keep it positive over here, so you don't have to worry about the trolls. Definitely subscribe. We'll have fashion, lifestyle vlogs and videos, as well as helpful videos like this to get you to the life that you've always wanted. So y'all, I've been getting DMs and emails and comments about suggestions on how to quit your job and move to the next level in order to be an entrepreneur. So that is what this video is about today, y'all. I'm so excited to bring this to you. These are 6 exact steps that I took in order to quit my job. So honey, we're gonna give you the cliff notes about me if you're new here so that you can be caught up. My people that's already been here, you already know the steez, but let's get them caught up real quick before we hop into these tips. Real quick, my name is Ashley Morgan. Hi, welcome, how you doing? I used to be an accountant. I was in accounting for 9 years. I was a senior accountant when I quit my job September 15th, 2021 to be a full-time blogger and entrepreneur. I'm just super blessed to be able to do what I love every single day. So I want this for everybody. This video has nothing to do with whether you want to be a blogger or influencer. These tips are broad across any industry just to prepare you to create the life you want as an entrepreneur, regardless of what industry you're going into. So yeah, it took me 5 years to get to where I am today. I was literally working 2 jobs for 5 years before I was able to quit my 9 to 5 in order to work for myself. But it does not have to take you guys that long. Like, as soon as you come into the like, I don't want to do this anymore, you can be right on track and just like skyrocket. It doesn't have to take you 5 years like it did me. So that's the point of this video, to give you some tips to kind of shorten that for you. If you're interested in learning more about how I left my job, my whole journey, how this 4 months has gone for me, then definitely check out my blog posts. I'll list them in the description and probably link them up here for you guys. One is how much money I made in 2021. I am so nervous to talk about this. If you ask me for money, the answer is no. I've talked about money before and people have come into my DMs and asked me for money. If you do that, the answer is no. I'm not rich. There's literally, I don't know why y'all think that. This blog post will tell you how much I made in income and where it came from in 2021. And then I also have a blog post about my journey and how I quit my job, how I started as an influencer, and the kind of like a little 4-month review of how things has gone with me since I quit my job. So those blog posts are going to be listed below if you're interested in those. Let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into these tips because I'm so excited for you guys to do these tips. They're very actionable. You can do them to get to the life you want and the career that you absolutely want. So let's go ahead and get into this. So excited for y'all. Oh, and real quick, I know I have this video titled as how to quit the job you hate. For those that used to work with me and watch this video, that doesn't mean I hated you. This is not the thing. I did not like my job. It's not the people that I worked with. It was the things that I had to do for the job and the working for someone else. That was just not my steez. So let's go ahead and continue. Sorry for the little brief intermission. So on the tips to prepare yourself to leave your job, tip number 1 is to find what career path you want to take. That's very important. Like, you can't leave your job and just be going like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. No, you want to know where you're going, right? You want to know what path you're taking. There is something that you think about every single time you get up in the morning or all throughout your day that makes you excited. But then when you think, oh, I gotta go to this job, you kind of get a little drained. But thinking about working that one little industry or that job or whatever that is, gets you excited. That's probably where you need to go. That excitement, follow that. Go ahead and push towards that. And you want to aim high right here, right? You don't want to just settle just to get out of this job, because you want to leave your 9 to 5 and be an entrepreneur and doing something you love. That's the entire purpose of this, to create the life that you want and enjoy what you're doing. So this is something that you really want to pay attention to. Don't just settle. Aim high here. Definitely go for your dreams. Do not be afraid, because you can hit them. Like, I was so nervous to be a full-time blogger and entrepreneur, but influencer, but y'all, I'm here. So if I can do it, everybody else out in this world can do it. Everyone else is doing it as well. There's so many other people that are doing it as well. So do not shy away from that passion that is driving you while you're at that job that you can't stand, honey. Because listen, think about this all the time. Had me on what? Whew, let's keep going. It was pushing me to do what I needed to do. So Let's get to the next tip. So the next step is to actually do some research on that career path that you're trying to take. When I say research, I'm talking dig in as deep as you can, because there's so much information out there for free that will give you step 1 and 2 to be able to take when you're ready to start implementing this and creating this industry for yourself, or creating this job within this industry for yourself. Here's the thing. There is a company or a person that comes to mind whenever you think about working in this type of field or working in this career. Whenever you think about that person, or you look at their company and you look at that brand or whatever, and you go into like looking at their website or their products or whatever that is, you get super excited, right? I get this. You get super excited. So when I say research, I'm talking dig deep into that company or that person, that brand. However far you can go back into their journey, dig as deep as you can. 1, learn how they monetize their business. What kind of services and products are they given? What kind of community or sense of fulfillment or problem that they're solving for the community that they're building around this brand. Like, you have to learn and see what it is that you like about them that got you attracted and introduce you to this industry and this career in the first place. Pay attention to everything they're doing. So for instance, I'm a blogger, influencer. So when it came time for me to look at the person that introduced me to this field, her name was Rachel Parcells. She looks nothing like me, absolutely nothing like me, but I loved her blog. I loved to look at her life, her family, her kids. They go to church, they do these events, all the things. Like, I loved looking at that. So I was like, she's living her life and she's enjoying it, and she's not having to get up and work at a 9-to-5 that she doesn't like. I want to know how to do that for myself and still create something that is relatable for women like myself, because Rachel didn't look anything like me. She's the one that introduced me to blogging and influencing just by me coming across her blog. So what did I do? I lightly cyber stalked her. Like, I didn't like embed her space. I didn't go into like her house, get her address, nothing like that. I'm talking, I went all the way from the beginning of her career and worked my way backwards through her career to see what it looked like, to see what she was doing, to see how she was like building this community, how she was actually talking to the people that were watching her. Like, I cyber stalked that girl slightly, just a little bit, just a little ski tape, not a lot, and see how they monetize products that they're doing, all the different options, and also evaluate that if you were to do the same thing or kind of make it your own, would you still enjoy it? Like, is this something you can see yourself doing for a while as you're building up income and building streams of income? Is this something that you actually think you would still enjoy? Because the purpose is to enjoy your life and enjoy your career. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You can have both. Don't let nobody else tell you different, okay? So here is the step that is exciting and also draining as crap sometimes. But it should still be exciting, right? Because this is a job that you love. So this step is for you to create that career, create that side hustle that you have been dreaming of, create that career that you want to eventually leave your full-time job for. Now, when you're creating this career, you kind of want to be imaginative, but also be actionable. I think those are words. I deal with numbers, y'all. I'm not good at vocabulary. I ain't gonna lie. You want to think of your life the way you want to live it. And of course, you're not gonna have everything spot on, because everything isn't reality when it's in your mind. But you want to think of the life that you want to live, and you want to work backwards. How are you going to get to that life? This is something I want. How do I need to get there? You kind of work your way backwards. When you're thinking about the life you want, work that backwards into that career so that you can start taking those steps. Now, step 1 and 2 will give you the research that you need to know in order to make the next steps. So if you've researched all of this on the brand and the person that introduced you to the brand, you can already see what they've been doing. You know that you too can do that, but you will just switch it up and make it your own, right? You don't have to recreate the wheel. Don't feel like you need to be original. Nobody in this world is. Honey, we ain't got that kind of time, okay? Do what you see, make it your own, improvise, and kind of be creative with it, right? You also want to make sure that you are creating a schedule that will allow you to show up consistently for that side hustle. If you're working on your side hustle maybe once a week and you're still working your full-time job, how fast do you plan on that side hustle growing? It's not gonna go that fast. You need to work on it consistently, most likely every single day of the week, some weekends. So this is gonna be hard work. This is why I say it's exciting, but it's also draining, because you're gonna be working 2 jobs, period. There's no way to get around it. You're going to be working 2 jobs. When you are starting a small startup business, it's going to take time, and that is the time that you're going to have to put in the very beginning until you're able to bring someone on to help you. But right now you're going to be working 2 jobs, and that's on point blank period. You know what I'm saying? I was working 2 jobs for 5 years. You don't have to take that long, but I'm just saying it's what everyone does. They actually are working both. They're getting money from the 9 to 5 to pay their bills, as well as invest into the side hustle over here so that it can begin to bring in more money than the 9 to 5, support their life, and build from there. See? So it's gonna be hard. Just because it's hard does not mean that it's not something that you should do. It's hard. Anything in life is gonna be hard. There's a lot of things that's gonna be hard. Building your dream business is going to be one of them. But thank God it's gonna be something that you love. That's why you need to love it, because in the first few seasons, you're not gonna be making money. I didn't start making money blogging and being an influencer until like year 3. But I loved it and I kept going. I worked on blogging, influencing, taking pictures and stuff like that, nights and every Saturday. Eventually I stopped working on Sunday because I just like, okay, I need to rest at some point in life. But nights when I got home, and every single Saturday. Every now and then I was like, oh my God, I can't. I just need not to do anything and just rest tonight. That's cool, because I was showing up consistently all of the other times. But nights and weekends, your girl was working. So 2 jobs. So the next step may sound very businessy, but listen to me real quick. Don't dial off like y'all get close. Okay, this is what you want to do. You want to evaluate your business. You want to increase streams of income, and you want to outsource areas of your business. Let me explain, okay? She's probably like, what? Let me explain. I'm sure y'all know what it means, but just let me explain. So you've created a process for your business. You're actually working on it every night. You're working on it on Saturdays. You're giving yourself at least a day to rest so you can keep going. And you are starting to make a little bit of money, right? You've actually focused on one area of your business. It's growing, it's making money. So now you need to bring in another stream of income. That is what I mean by evaluate. See what's going well, see what's good. Evaluate that stream of income is going well. You can increase it by maybe doing more. And then let's see what other stream of income you could do. But in order to increase another stream of income, you have to increase the time that you have available. What you want to do is look at that process that you created in order to make income from that one sector of your business, and see how you can outsource that. Let me explain. So for instance, I am a YouTuber, I'm a blogger, I am an influencer, all the things. I was taking my pictures, I was editing my pictures, I was editing my videos, I was filming my videos, I was doing all of the links, I was doing the hair and makeup, I was doing all that, like all the things. There are so many areas in that I have decided to outsource, and can still outsource in order to free up my time to focus on other streams of income and bring more of that income into the business. So for instance, I hired a video editor when I was working full time to edit my videos so that I didn't have to spend 4 to 6 hours a week editing several videos and just get it done, and I could just publish it and be done. Literally took my 4 to 6 hours a week and crunched it down into 1 hour of sending her the video clips and reviewing the videos once they were done. That's it. So it freed up 3 to 5 hours of my time to focus on something else. That is how you grow your business. You take something that already has a process that you can give out to someone else. It's already been successful. You can divvy that out to someone else. They take it on for you. You pay them because you're getting some money. You pay them the money to do it, and you focus on another stream of income, and then do the same for that stream, the same for the next stream, the same for the next stream. You're pretty much creating streams of income that will begin to pay within your business, and you will just, that income will grow and grow and grow, and you'll be making money in your sleep, period. This will also take the stress off of you of feeling like you have to be that one person company. No, you can like outsource as much as possible. Like once you find several things to outsource, you're gonna be like, okay, what else can I give away? It just feels so good to get that stuff off of your plate and give it to someone, pay them to do it. It's done, and you can focus on other things. It'll free up your time and bring in extra money for you to do the next two final steps. Okay, so step number 5 is going to be to pay down as much debt as possible with that extra stream of income from your side hustle. Now, let me tell you why you want to do this. You may think, Ashley, I don't feel like I need to be debt free in order to follow my dream. No, you don't. But when you have a lot of debt, your money is allocated to a lot of things outside of your business. When you quit this 9 to 5, you're down one stream of income. You want to be able to free up your cash so that a lot of the money that you make belongs to you and not to a bunch of bills or debt collectors, so that you can have more ease, peace, and freedom while you're building your business, and you're able to actually focus on living the life you want instead of switching one job of working paycheck to paycheck to another job, paycheck to paycheck, and you're the business owner. That's a whole nother level of stress that don't nobody want, okay? So this is what I did. I was not completely debt free when I quit my 9 to 5, but there was so much other debt that I paid off. I think 8 months. I think it took like 6 to 8 months for me to pay off about $40,000 debt. Before I hit that 40,000 threshold, I made a video that I will link here for you guys to check out if you want to see how I paid that off. What I use is the snowball method. Basically, my smallest debt up to my largest debt is how I paid off my debt. The reason I did that is because it gave me those small wins to be able to like, whew, I paid that off, I can keep going and I can pay this off, and I can keep going and I can pay that off. It gives you those small wins that you need in order to push yourself to keep going and keep you motivated. So you can be doing step 4 and 5 simultaneously. Like while you're building up extra streams of income, the extra money that you make that doesn't apply to running your business, or money that doesn't apply you reinvesting into your business, you can put that on debt. So all while you're putting that on debt, you can be outsourcing over here and creating more streams of income. Like you can do this at the same time. It doesn't have to be one step or the other. You can do those at the same time. That's going to make you a great business owner anyway, because you'll be able to multitask and pay attention to how much your business is bringing in, increase that, as well as making it work for your lifestyle. So you're knocking down debt over here while this is happening over here. Perfect. So here is the final step, step number 6. You're going to come up with your last day of working your 9 to 5, and then you're going to make sure that you have 3 to 6 months of your living expenses saved in an emergency fund. Let me tell you why. Life is going to happen regardless if you're going to create your own business or not. Life will happen. Your tire will blow out. Something happen with your house and something go down. Something be flooded. Your transmission goes out, hospital bill. Like life happens regardless, and what you don't want to add to it is stress about how you're going to come up with the money in order to pay for that emergency. This is where your emergency fund comes in. You want to make sure you have at least 3 to 6 months of your emergency fund set aside, so that whenever life happens, all you have to do is pay and move on. I like to replenish that emergency fund so that I can keep having 6 months of emergency fund sitting on the side. So why you say 3 to 6 months? How do you decide whether that or something else? You have to look at the level of risk for your situation. So for instance, I'm single. I live in a 1 income household. If anything happens to me, no one else is living in this house to bring in more income. So my situation is more riskier because I am not married or have anyone with extra income living in the house with myself to divvy out the bills. So I saved at the least 6 months of my living expenses. For instance, if you are married or have someone living in the household with you that has a stable, dependable job, income, they love it, they don't plan on leaving no time soon, the people really need them, they're like, that is a little less riskier. You can deal with 3 months of living expenses. Now, living expenses does not equal how much you make for your paycheck. Your living expenses should be less than what you make each paycheck. If that is not the case for you, you may want to reevaluate how you're living and live a little bit more below your means. Before you even consider this step, you want to make sure that you're making from your side hustle at least what you make in your 9 to 5 or more. Reason being, if you're working your side hustle part-time and you're matching your income, then that is evidence enough to know that you can increase that income once you leave your 9 to 5 and have more time to focus on that side hustle. If you're making more, then bam, you already know you're gonna be straight. Who gonna tell you? Who gonna check you? you. You're gonna be straight. I was making more from my side hustle than my 9-to-5 accounting job. So I decided to go ahead and leave. It was time. Also, the reason you want to make sure that you have your last day in mind is because that's going to push you to save at least 3 to 6 months of your emergency fund if you do not have that amount already saved. So it just kind of helps as a motivator, just like, you know, when you're paying off little debts here and there. This is the same thing. You have a date, you're like 5 months from the date, you have $5,000, $6,000 more to save. You're going to be pushing like crazy to make sure you save that. So also, you have already paid off a lot of debt. So a lot of the money that you were giving to debt collectors, that's in your pocket now, and you can put that over where? In the emergency fund. So yeah, by then you're good. You have 3 to 6 months in your emergency fund. You are completely done with the 6 steps that I took in order to leave the job that I did not like. I'm still gonna name it hate it because that just sounds better, but I ain't like it. You did all of the steps, honey. You are good. That at that point you can put in your 2 weeks notice, and you can start living the life you want. I'm so excited for y'all. If this is the step that you want to take, if this is something that you're interested in doing, I hope this was very helpful. Let me know in the description below. Wrong. Let me know in the comments if this was very helpful for you. I hope it was. And I will be sure to make more helpful income, financial, and business videos for you guys. Let me know if you want more of that, and put something else that you may want me to talk about in the comments below. If it's something that I'm seeing regularly, I'll be happy to add it to my list to make for you guys to have some great content that will be able to help you along your journey. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for stopping by our community. I would love to keep you here. Definitely subscribe if you are new, and we'd be happy to see you in the comments. So I'll chat with you guys then. Bye.